Let's end 2020 on a high note.
Amen to that. Smooth skating Finnish defenseman. They've had so much success in international hockey, Ray. They've got players with hands like surgeons. They've got guys who are more comfortable with a hatchet in their hands. But either way, they win a lot of gold medals.
They really find a way to play as a group. Their 1 to 20 roster is so good.
Now McMichael shoots, and Kiernan makes the stop. Shoots off the side of the goal. Up ahead to Kohonen. And back is Schneider. For Harley at center ice. McMichael with it. Canada in the middle of a change.
This is where you have to be careful against the Finns. When you have the puck trying to move it through the neutral zone, if you turn it over, they're good enough to attack like this on the counter.
Kasper Simon-Taival, who's been a terrific player for the Finns here in the tournament, turned it over. Now Dylan Cousins in, shoots, scores! Dylan Cousins fires it home, and once again, Canada strikes early. Mikko Kokkonen. Lead pass for Mikko Petman. Levi out to pick it up. Brings it high off the glass. Mercer waiting for it. He leaps by Ville Heinola, Jets' first round pick from 2019. In comes Helenius. Hayden Forzak just raced him along the board. Tomasino. Up ahead for Holloway. Gooley comes in to help on Leslie. The puck is loose along the boards. Picked up by Tomasino. Forzak. Put those center ice on it. Leaping Ville Heinola knocked that down. Forzak brings it around for Gooley. He's tied up. Two Finns all over him, but he chips it ahead to Holloway. Away comes Holloway. Canada changing as Holloway winds his way in. He's got Cousins trailing now. Holloway gets it loose in the corner. Picked up now by Hirvonen. Up for Lundell. Anton Lundell. For Simon-Taival that gets down to the net. Tomasino steps into him. To Kohonen and Heinola, who played some National Hockey League games last year for the Jets. Up ahead to Lundell. Lundell played in the Finnish team that won the gold medal in 2019 in Vancouver. Was injured last year and couldn't play.
Got a goal in every game of this year's tournament so far. He's got a real mature look to his game.
Lead pass by Byram to Cousins. Cousins feeds it across to McMichael. Connor McMichael. Had that bounce pass Holloway, Lundell on it. And now Cousins pokes at it. Right back in deep, Pearden on it. And Pearden has it chopped down by McMichael. McMichael shoots, Pearden save, rebound, bounces down, then picked up by Niemela. Simon-Taival. Head for Carsonen.
Of 2019, he had to rehab, missed most of the front part of the year. An energetic player, the Vegas Golden Knights first-round pick.
Now a chance for McMichael. Shows it back across, and Holloway just missed it. Holloway back on it. Simon-Taival. Up ahead to Hirvonen. Hirvonen plays out ahead for Niemela. Niemela centers it in the pass just out of the reach of Simon-Taival. Niemela, long shot, lands in the feet in front, and knocked away by Harley. Schneider to the line, but not out. Niemela's shot was blocked again. Now centered Lundell with a chance, and a great stop by Levi. Lundell's got it, centers it again, and Simon-Taival just missed that.
The Finns top line with their first pressure. Perfect first period, yet they've only got the 1-0 lead.
Holloway fires that down. As time winds down here in the period. Vero drops it back to Niemela. The cross-ice pass was deflected away by Mercer. Levi down to Schneider, and Canada will go to the dressing room with a 1-0 lead.
Finn, have fun, here we go.
First period in the tournament that the Finns were outshot. And the teams begin this second period 5-on-5. Lundell for Simon-Taival, gets a step on Holloway. Simon-Taival shoots off the outside of the goal. Byram, pass it bounces off Hirvonen. Fed down to Lundell. Lundell walks in, feeds it back in front. Simon-Taival missed. Chance at the side of the goal. Good pressure here as Heinola comes up. Ville Heinola. Lost the handle. McMichael's got it up for Holloway. Dylan Holloway. Off stride. The puck knocked back down to the Canadian zone. Decade. 2 World Championship gold, 3 World Junior Championship gold, and 2 under-18 gold medals. They're the reigning world champions. They won the 2019 tournament. They had only 2 NHL players on the roster. Neither of them scored a goal that year. In comes Cousins. Along with McMichael, that bounced away from him, and Holloway couldn't reach it. I mentioned earlier that Alex Newhook had missed the game for Canada. He did not. Dylan Holloway did. And here's Holloway with it. Holloway, the Edmonton first rounder, banks that down in the finish zone. Patrick goes back, and a big collision behind the net. And it's going to be an interference call.
For Canada's Holloway chips, chases, and gets tied up here. As Heinola has got the left arm out and he's tied up Holloway, who goes crashing into the boards.
From Lindell, a Florida first-round pick in 2019. And a good-looking player. Holloway comes leaping in. That's knocked down by Untitled, picked off by Cousins. Takes the return pass, it bounces back into point. Schneider, a long shot, bounces back. Cousins feeds it there for Pelche. Another center pass, Holloway jams at it. Pelche feeds it back. Here's Schneider back with it. To Pelche in the hook slot, shoots, scores! Jacob Pelche snaps it home, and it's 2-0 Canada.
Between Pelche and Holloway, they're all over the fence. The panic is on defensively, and Pelche is going to walk out to the high slot. He's unattended, and through the Holloway screen, Canada gets a deserved 2-0 goal as Jacob Pelche's shot actually deflects past Pirinen, and it's 2-0. I think that actually is going to be Dylan Holloway's goal as he's in front of the net wrestling around with the defenseman, and this puck deflects past Carey Pirinen. Outstanding shift for Cousins, who moves from right wing to the middle. Holloway and Pelche.
So there's the shot.
Yep, it's Holloway's goal. They got the Calgary Flames pick, shooting it off the Edmonton Oilers pick, and it's in the net. Example, and he just took the net, and he just hasn't given it up. Been terrific.
Right back across, a long point shot taken there by Mikko Kokkonen. That goes wide. It was this time last year that Levi first onto the scene as the MVP of the World Junior A Challenge. And hasn't looked back. He will become the Central Canada Hockey League MVP, playing for Carleton Place. In the Ottawa area, Cousins drops it back to Holloway. Back for Cousins. Slides it back in, that passes in behind Holloway. Knocked back up by Ronnie Hirvonen. Simon Tybel works in, moved off the puck by Barron. Levi to play it, puts it back in the corner. Hirvonen waiting for it. And Julie knocked that away from him. Brings it around for Barron. 9.5 to go here in the second period. Now, he slams it in the Emil in the corner. And then again, as he runs into Kokkonen. Ratu back with it. You may notice how it's spelled, R-A-T-Y. In Finnish, it's pronounced Ratu. And they've asked us to say it that way, and we will. Holloway comes leaping in. It drops down to Cousins. In that pile-up of players, McMichael throws it back down to the corner. Lindell brings it around. Hirvonen at the wall sealed by Barron, but manages to chip it out. And Barron flips it back to Harlan. Ahead to McMichael. McMichael drops for Holloway. He's bumped down by Hirvonen.
To join in.
Here's Cousins, a quick shot. Hirvonen gets a piece of that. Dana wants bats at it. He's got Holloway all over him. Finns have won 3 medals in the last 14 World Junior Championships. They're all gold. Kokkonen back at the point for Finland. around Cousins. Kokanen drops it back to Lundell. To Niemela. Pass missed Lundell. Now Kokanen flips it wide. And the centering pass by Hirvonen knocked away. And then Levi swatted it back. Latu comes in. If you really want to say it like a Finn, it's Latu. But I might hurt myself doing that on the fly, so. Putia plays it back, and Levi makes a good stop there on a point shot by Kasper Putia. Atika's shot hit Parson in front, and now Byram has it back. Around for Holloway, chips that to the line and out. He showed up for the 87 Stanley Cup final, I believe it was. He'd not played in the NHL before. Walked in like he'd been playing for 10 years.
He was a good player. Like, aside from driving everybody crazy, he was a good player.
And he played until essentially his body fell apart. Literally. Side of the goal, a backhand shot by McMichael off the crossbar.
Got 3 for McMichael today. 2 posts and a crossbar.
And a penalty coming to Canada.
That might be the first mistake. They've got to get one here.
Lambert drops it back. Niemela puts it back behind the goal for Nikita. Lambert trying to take it free. There's a 16-year-old in Finland's first power play. And he's earned it.
Because he's good. He's got really good offensive instincts.
He'll be in the full cage again next year as an 04 born. Lambert feeds it back across, and that shot taken there by Parson and goes wide. Parson takes the return pass, walks it back to Lambert, feeds it back to Parson, and the pass skipped away from him. Niemela back for Lambert, in, shoots, scores! Brad Lambert. Back at the point, Kokanen a hard shot, that goes just wide. Hirvonen steps back on. The Finnish word is sisu. It doesn't have a direct English translation, but it means spirit. And they show it so often. Lundell chips out high in the air, bounces into the corner. Pelche chops at it. And Holloway gets harder than his man, Untitled. Hirvonen back to Vero with a long shot, gloved by Levi. It'll hang on. Rutsu on the Finnish bench, an assistant coach once again this year. Terrific NHL player, but also a great World Junior player for the Finns.
Also, Antti Miettinen, former Dallas Stars there as well.
Persson moves in and shoots, and a glove save made by Levi.
And Anton Lundell has not been in this game at all. You've not said his name very much for it.
Holloway chips it down. Vero goes back for it. Midway point in the third period. Here's Lundell with it. The gold medalist at the under-18s and the World Junior Championship. As that's once again Aaron with it. Fires it back down to the Finnish zone. And Vero brings that around. It bounces back to Lambert. That's picked off by Cousins. Cousins works it back in the corner along with Holloway and McMichael. Here's McMichael, shoots, and that's gloved. Here in Edmonton. In comes Cousins. Centering pass, missed McMichael. Untitled has it back now for the Finns to Lundell. See, watching this top line for the Finns down the last 5 minutes here. In comes Holloway. Dylan Holloway peels back in the corner. Centers it for Cousins. He jams that short side. Up the other side for McMichael. Banks it back. Harley. His centering pass was knocked down by Niemela. And Harley gathers it back up. Cousins drops it out there for Holloway. Holloway, cross ice pass too high for McMichael. And Untitled ahead for Puhaka.
Well, I would think about, if I'm the Finns, about getting the goaltender out early. You're down a couple here, and this is the end of the goal for differential. I mean, you got to come back and try to get in the game. You're not generating enough 5-on-5.
There's not going to be a tie, so in the standings.
Right.
So
that's